In this video, I will show you how to add a click to call button to your WordPress website quickly and easily. Now, this call button will allow you to go ahead and click on the number. And as I'm on a Mac, it's just going to ask me to open up FaceTime. But these buttons really shine on mobile, where if somebody clicks into this, they will be asked if they want to call you, and then they can call you straight from the button. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. So now that we are signed up and we have access to Elfsight and all of the widgets that come with Elfsight, the widget that we are specifically looking for is click to call. So the best way to find this is just to come right to the top of the page. And then right here in this search widgets bar, we can type in click, and we can see the click to call widget is going to appear. So we can go ahead and click into that widget. And now it's going to ask us to choose a template. Now, honestly, the template that we choose here, it really doesn't matter at all, as we can customize the entire thing. But if you do see one that you like the look of, you definitely can select that. And I guess it will save you a few seconds of editing. But for example, let's go ahead and click into this one. And we can click continue with this template. And now we can go ahead and start customizing this. So the very first thing that we need to do is, of course, add in your phone number. So in here, we can go in, we can click on backspace, and then the first thing that you'll want to do is enter in your country code, right? So for me in the UK, this is +44. If you are in the US, it's +1. And then we can enter in the number right here. This is just an example. We can then click into the button and we can choose if we want to show the button icon. So if we take a look right there, we can see the icon is coming and going. We can change the button text as well, which is right here. We can then go into the call window. So this is when somebody actually clicks on this, what is going to be shown in here. So we can go ahead and we can add a picture of ourselves if we would like to. We can click on upload file, and then I'm going to upload this image of myself right here. So we can drop this in. We can then also go ahead and add a caption. So maybe we'll say like call between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. just like this. And then if we also want to add a message here, we absolutely can. So that is the content section. We can then go down to the position and we can choose if this is on the right or left of the site. And if we go floating, that means this is going to follow us when we scroll. If we go inline, this will be like embedded on the website. So we can choose the option that we go with here. I'm going to go left. We can then come into the settings and we can choose which pages this is displayed on. We can choose which devices this is displayed on, so I'll go for tablets as well. We can then choose which visitors are going to see this, the schedule of when this shows up. So this is actually fantastic because if you don't work on a weekend, we can actually turn this off and then people won't be able to call you. And we can also set up a time schedule as well. We can then go down to the open call window triggers. So this is going to decide when is this actually shown. So we can choose if this is set by time on page, and we can set a specific number. We can choose time on site, the scroll position, if we want a certain amount of scrolling before this pops up. So that is the settings area right there. And then finally, we have style, where we can go in and we can play around with the colors. So for example, if I wanted to set this to blue, let's set this to blue as well. We can maybe set the phone number color to like a black color, or a white color might look a little bit better. Perfect. And then we can play around with like the font, the button sizes, and a few other things. Once all of this has been set up, we can then click on publish in this top right corner. And then Elfsight is going to take us over to this page where we can now choose a plan. Now, the plan that you go for mainly depends on how many monthly website views you get. And we can see all of the plans right here. Or alternatively, we also have this free plan for if you have a smaller website or if you just want to test Elfsight out. Once you have chosen your plan, Elfsight is then going to give us this piece of code. And this is the code that we are going to use in order to embed the phone number onto your website. So all we need to do here is click on copy code. We can then open up our WordPress website, of course, in the editor. And then if you chose a floating button, it doesn't really matter where we put this because it's just going to appear in the corner. If you chose this inline, you'll want to scroll down to where you want to put this on the website. So mine's floating, so it doesn't matter where I put this. But all we need to do is click on this plus icon, type in HTML into this search bar, and then we want to drag in this custom HTML element. Once this is in, we can click into it and we just paste the code that we just copied, and this is all now set up. Now this code right here is only going to be visible when we are in the WordPress editor. On the actual website, this is going to disappear and it's going to be replaced by the click to call button. So to show you this, I can go ahead and save the website, and we can now go ahead and preview the website right here. And just like that, the click to call button has now been added to our WordPress website.